guys, welcome back to Gallardo Garage. And today we got a little something special that involves some 3D printing and some Honda Civics. So let's meet my friend Bib, who just got here this morning, and I got him a drink. Here you go, Bibbers.
Yo, thank you.
So Bib, tell me what are we trying to do today, and what and who you are, just real quickly.
So I am a time trial driver with NASA Pro Racing, and I'm also a driving instructor with NASA Pro Racing. So on this chassis specifically, I had to go with the BBK because this car is just kind of oversized for the brakes that they come with.
Mm-hmm.
So what our goal is to make a brake duct system that will work with the factory components. So if somebody has a stock caliper, the goal is that with the brake ducts we could lower the temperature of the rotors and brake pads, and hopefully help out those guys who have braking issues for spec classes like SCCA, the autocrossers, and other organizations. So yeah, that's the goal.
Dope. And we've been doing this for like what, just like 2 weeks now or something?
2 actual weeks of like,
yeah.
A lot of it was like over the phone, but we have a good idea of it. So far as I know, there's only like a couple Japanese manufacturers that make a brake duct system for this generation Civic. So hopefully we're able to come up with something that's going to be nice.
Yeah, man. And so you got these stop techs, right? Which are bigger than OEM, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
a lot bigger. So they go from a single piston to now a 4-piston caliper, 2-piece rotor from the single piece rotor. I mean, the brakes on this were so bad that even with a race pad, my second time out, I essentially burnt up the calipers. All the rubber fittings and everything were like, they just melted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that was only one session or one day, and I'm way faster now than I am before. But this is a lot of money to do this whole kit. I mean,
yeah, and if you can just initially lower the temperatures, you can extend the life of even the OEM stuff.
Oh, especially the OEM stuff, because it's just undersized for what it is.
But this, we're going to be providing you constant performance just to cool this down, and then at least keep those high temps away from the whole system, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it should increase the longevity of the rotors, because for this system specifically, just the rotor discs are about $250 each. Yeah. So. Oh,
that's like Porsche money right there. I'm like looking at some parts for myself, and I'm like, oh, all right, that's the Porsche tax, but race tax is a real thing too, right?
And I mean, dude, it's like if you.
I mean, make the parts last longer if you can, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So like this car will hit up to 130 miles an hour at auto close speedway, and with this kit it always stops. But with the brake ducts, hopefully we can extend the life on the rotors, and if you could go from having to replace them every 2 years to maybe every 3, that's money.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
So let me show these guys what I've been doing. Tell me a little bit about your car, Bib. This is a 2000.
So this is a 2009 Honda Civic Si. It makes 186 horsepower to the wheels.
Nice.
On a dyno jet, and it weighs, with me in it, race weight at 3/4 of a tank, 3,030 pounds. It's pretty much stock, no intake, no exhaust, no headers. It has a roll cage, so that adds in a roll bar to be fair, not a cage.
And that you did that for racing safety and stuff like that?
You know, when you're going in essentially a stock car, almost 130 miles an hour in a at a racetrack.
No, it's nice to have this.
Yeah. You know, obviously we use helmets and whatnot, but just in case you ever roll over, this is just a nice kit to have as like extra protection.
It's a good looking cage, man.
Yeah, it's from Auto Power. It's a straight bolt-in one.
Nice.
The car's sitting on MCS coilovers, single adjustables. Spring rate is 800 rear, 600 pounds on the front. What else? ASR camber plates. And aside from that, it's pretty much a simple vehicle.
Oh, dope. Man, yeah. So for me, it's gonna be one of the first times that I kind of work on a Honda Civic project. But I'm excited to kind of just make new stuff for it. So let me show you those pieces. So these are the parts we're going to be testing out today. Bib brought this hose right here, made by Autobahn 88. And this is a high temp hose and everything. Yeah, so really nice core, pretty strong, but still flexible. So we're going to be testing this out. Here are the scoops right here. And then in the 3D printer, we have the tabs. So let's get them. There they are. Let's get them out the way. There it is. Thank you so much. So let's take these downstairs and see how they look like. Alrighty, so we are test fitting the ducts right now, and so far they are looking pretty good. This one's a little off just because we have the tab blocks behind it. You can see right there. But overall, the fitment is not that bad and looking pretty good. So one thing we found out is that since it's a little tight, and the scoop is actually working and clearing, but it has to turn really tight to clear. This is the air box, right, babe?
Yeah, that's the air box.
And then on the other side, that's the windshield wiper. So this is a lot more room, but we're still getting issues where we kink the hose. So what we're gonna do is run to Home Depot, get some 45 ABS elbows and 45-degree angle pipes, and then, elbows pretty much, and then we will come back and play with the routing of the hose. So, alrighty, so maybe like 4 hours later. What do you think?
Yeah, that's about right. We got here at around 10.
So what we did was we went to Home Depot and we picked up some of these ABS 45s and 90 degrees, and then we made them route to the 3D print here. It came off, but you can see that what we're doing is routing it, and then with this 90 attaching this over, going behind this shield here, trying to keep it down, up, and then we will be routing this up right here. And what I'm thinking is we'll use a kind of like bracket 90 degree, and then it will grab this end of the hose, and maybe what will happen is that there'll be an aluminum pipe right here that will be straight, and right behind that bracket, this is where the hose will attach. So we did the test fit today, went really successful, and we figured out how to route the hose. And we just brought the car out here just to kind of get a better light on these prototypes, and they're looking pretty good. What do you think, Beb?
I think it's awesome, and I think we're the only ones that are going to be able to say they work 100% with the factory components.
Yeah, so that was what we spent literally hours on, was just routing with the hose, playing with the bends, and you can kind of see in the middle here. We had to put elbows, trimmed them, you know, the ABS ones, but that's going to be pretty, we kind of figured out like 90% of it, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be designing a little adjustments on these scoops. Then I will have to make another bracket that goes onto the brake caliper or the brake disc itself. And then I'm going to use the struts to mount that bracket. So I have it drawn up, measured up, and kind of have an idea how we're going to route the hose. So the next time that bib comes, hopefully we have some real parts. And that will be an exciting time, I think.
Well, I mean, these are as real as you can get. Some people just sell this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We can just do something cheap on them, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to do something a little race car, you know. That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to continue to follow or subscribe, you know, and see what I'm doing with these custom scoops, I really appreciate that. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. Peace.